Hello everybody and welcome to a new video and welcome to a video reaction. I'm reacting to a video. YouTube, if you copyright strike me on claiming racism and you're gonna be sitting under this desk giving me a blowjob, fuck off. Anyway, jokes aside, maybe. This bad whatever we're gonna be reacting to happened when I was 1 year old. I was just a small little lad, still crawling, sucking milk from the teat, and shitting my diaper at this point. At a year old. Anyway, so this happened when I was way younger. It's the worst national disaster in history, apparently, in Canadian history, which is overstating, but sure, we'll let things go. You're forgetting about like other things, like there was the flood of '97, which was the first ever, I think, flood. There was other situations that we had before this, but you know what, fine. And 97 was just an example. There's a lot that has happened in 155, 56 years, whatever it's been. So let's react to this fun. Come on. And yes, I'm gonna break this up into short videos because, well, it's over 40 minutes long. It's just over by 24 seconds. And of course, I'm gonna be stopping and giving my, so. And we'll see how racist YouTube actually is by copyright striking this, which normally would happen, probably. It's probably going to happen. I have to be on this side, right? Interesting. Let me unfortunately. Okay, well. Here we go. Well, this actually. Of course it isn't. Hold on. There. Okay.
Montreal, Canada. Its 3.5 million inhabitants are used to extremely severe winters. They have no choice, as bitterly cold temperatures and heavy snowfalls of as much as 15 inches at a time vary the city.
Interesting.
The city knows bad weather. There is one.
By the way, the person that I watched do this, play this, or listen, watch, whatever. He's from America. Keep in mind. So he stopped way more than me. This is normal to me. I grew up here in this hellhole. It was literally way too hot in the summer, and then hell froze over in the winter. So keep that in mind.
Kind of winter storm that is the toughest to beat. The ice storm.
So Montreal's got its first forecast of freezing rain.
Yeah.
This is all ice. This is
sure.
Absolutely surreal. Look at this. Holy crap. Wow. Everything just gets covered in like centimeter thick layer of ice. That's way further than I expected. Whoa. That is too satisfying. I'm never gonna.
Is it? Is it really satisfying? And these guys are probably older than me.
Get sick of that.
Ice storms are created by atmospheric circumstances that are so
Also, keep in mind. Also, I should not be copyright strike for this because it's on YouTube and it's not. I don't think it's even this guy's content. So fuck you as well. But this is a Discovery Channel documentary. So.
Unique. They seem impossible. Unlike New York, just 300 miles to the south, Montreal gets hit by freezing rain an average of 10 days per year. The reasons are location and geography. When warm air from the south meets cold northern air, this creates the ideal conditions above Montreal for extreme winter weather. And because Montreal lies in the midst of the St. Lawrence River Valley, the situation is intensified.
Is it?
As this warm air from the south rides up over the surrounding mountains, it traps the cold polar air in the valley below. As the warm air rises, it releases rain, which falls through the cold.
By the way, here's your promotion so that maybe I don't get copyright strike, because I'll never, by the time I upload this, I'll never remember where to find this. Go check them out. Go type in the worst national disasters in Canada history, Ice Storm 1998, in brackets. And go watch it for yourself so that I don't get in trouble for this.
The perfect amount of cold air then supercools the rain, causing it to be cold enough to freeze the moment it hits the ground.
Yeah.
The longer these conditions remain, the more severe the weather becomes. So if the perfect ice storm were to strike, it would begin on a January day in the skies above Montreal.
It's just surreal, like the entire city.
So the other thing is, I don't want to say very much about Montreal because if you don't know, a lot of cities in Canada are run by their own corrupt groups or whatever. Not saying that Montreal is or isn't. Just look it up and believe what you want for all you lovely people. But that's why I don't want to say anything bad.
Just coated with ice. This is honestly so much fun.
Ice storms are not unusual in Canada, coating the landscape with a beautiful shroud of ice.
Ice formation generally ranges from a trace to 1 inch in accumulation.
But in January 1998, Canada was hit by a storm that was anything but usual.
In 1998, Montreal suffered the most disastrous, tragic, and expensive ice storm in recorded history.
Even for people who grew up in Canada in the eastern part of the country, where winter they take pretty much for granted, have never seen anything quite like this.
The damage here is staggering.
Montreal seems like a city truly under siege tonight as thousands of troops move in on a mission of mercy. In Quebec alone, more than 1 million households, that's up to about 3 million people, left without electricity.
I've never seen anything like this in my life. I never would imagine that something like this could happen. I'm freaking out.
The 98 ice storm was Canada's worst natural disaster, affecting over 5.4 million.
Okay, don't go there because we've had worse things happen. I can literally look up the worst Canadian disasters on the internet, and this will not be the only one. In fact, let's do this. I know that we're not going to get through this very quickly if I keep doing shit like this all the fucking time. But, you know what? It's fine. There was the Nova Scotia hurricane of 1873. There was the Matheson fire in Ontario. I don't know when that happened. There was the SS Hargiana shipwreck in Cape Stable, Nova Scotia. There was the SS Proxy or Plux and the SS in shipwreck in Placenta Bay, Newfoundland. If we keep going down the list, COVID, fuck off with that. There's been volcanoes, earthquakes, explosions, the Halifax explosion, which was when 2 ships collided and blew up the whole island of Nova Scotia pretty much. It was that fucking big. There's been heat waves in 2021 where other years where there was fires all over British Columbia and Alberta. The death tolls are written down here, so look at that. There was so many disasters before that. But none of them are even on this list, which is the other sad thing. Like I say, there was the flood of 97, which if you want me to go find, well, I'm gonna find it anyway. So, yeah, there was worse things before 1998. Oh. In 1998, there was air crash in Nova Scotia. So think before you, like, say it's the worst in history because of national disaster, because there's hurricanes, there's other bullshit. But also, why would you put this, the fucking pandemic on here and, oh, this was before it was an epidemic, eh? What they call it, whatever. I don't know. Fuck it, whatever. Surprised that's not, like, you know. In any case, but, ongoing. No shit, HIV and AIDS are still ongoing. Yeah. But this is a world disaster. This is not, why is this on the list is what I was trying to say. Anyway, don't fucking care, whatever. And here.
People, or 1/5 of the country's population.
Virtually no one
Is it?
east of Ottawa has power tonight.
The storm blanketed an area larger than the state of Florida.
Oh, poor you. I've lived through a couple cold winters with no heat in a fucking house. Oh, you little babies. We live in Canada. We should expect this by now. I'm only 25. A lot of these people are probably way fucking older than me and lived here longer than me. Or there. And you guys are being pussies. That's funny. Whatever.
Florida, 120 miles by 600 miles.
This is the largest storm event in NYSEG's history.
Yeah,
We suffered damage
whatever.
to our electric lines to the tune of about 1,850 miles. One of our engineers equated to a trip from here to Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Over 5 days.
They're still comparing it. Hold on. Just for a reference. Okay, so there was 0 deaths. Okay, fine, but there was property damage that I think that they're still in debt from. So the sad part is that it happened more and more and more. U.S. impacts happened in 97. So in 1997, they got a lot. It ended up destroying everything down the Red River there. There was a flood of 1950s. So another problematic time during the war, and then also dealing with something else that I kind of would like to react to is something on the what is that called? The legislature there, and how it was built in scandal, and there was, it happened during the war, and this happening, then there is the general strike in Manitoba. It was extensive, and it happened again in 2011. So the Winnipeg, Manitoba in general is not a great place. It floods every year. This is a sad part about, like, we need to do something about how some of the impact on what we do on a regular basis. The interesting thing is this is coming out now, like all the the economy, the global warming is only coming out now when we actually are able to afford cars nowadays. Most of us. Where back in the day, first of all, not a lot of people had cars. The cars were hardly ever used because of how expensive everything was to run back then. And everything was hand done. People grew their own food. Now we rely on a fucking supermarket. Driving to the supermarket. The tractors and all the equipment running to, and that's what the problem is. It's not that we that we have to change all to this and that. It's that everybody's using a vehicle now, and multiple vehicles sometimes. Which again is very, very sad that this is the state that we're in, that we're relying on our vehicles to go long distances on a regular basis, a lot longer than what we used to travel. Keep that in mind. We're using vehicles to farm, where before they use ox and other shit. I don't care, vegan, shut up. I'll get to you. The whole idea of veganism only came out after which having an overpopulation of animals, this is is also very problematic on every situation happening on a regular basis. This is why they're farmed especially for that. We don't. There's a few people that go out hunting. That's fine. There's another breakdown that we'll have to go down for that, for hunting. They're bred specially for farming. They're not. A lot of them are under a certain rule system of how they're supposed to treat the animals, how they're supposed to deal with animal farming. What they're supposed to feed them, because there has been too many problems otherwise, and that's why they have to put someone in place to make sure things are proper, right? So that's that. When you but vegans, when you farm a fucking field, whether or not it was with the ox and the plow that you pull behind the ox or whatever, or however that worked. I don't give a fuck right now. I'm trying to explain something. When you use that or like nowadays tractors, do you know how many animals we kill planting a field? There's all the different like raccoons, muskrats, you know, you name any rodent, it's in that field, it's dying. Worms, lizards, anything lizard-like or reptile-like that lives in any of your fields, they're all gonna get killed. Like I say, worms. There's other things, little bugs that end up dying. Do you realize that bugs are technically under the animal umbrella too? And you have them all stuck in your grill of your vehicle, all over your windshield, all over your hood, the mirrors, all that. So screw you guys, screw you vegetarians. I don't want to hear it, because you talk about killing animals and well, animals get killed all the time. Anyway, and then there's the hunters. Now, I don't agree with poaching and over hunting, but there's a certain amount, and this is also in place, where you're allowed to hunt a certain amount. Each hunter is allowed to hunt a certain amount, and they've worked it out perfectly every year to the surveys they've done of the population of different animals that people go hunting for. So, you're only allowed to hunt a certain amount, because or else you'll be overpopulated, and that's the safe way of doing it, is dealing with the population in a responsible way. So that's basically the system there. And then again, food. The problem is because it's automated now more so than ever. You're not busting your back working on it. We have an abundance of food that just goes to rot, and then you have a bunch of homeless people not getting any food because all your excess food just rots, and then you no one gets to eat it and enjoy it. You do realize that, right? You do realize that if we went back to trains doing most of the brunt of the work, fuck the planes, because you know most places you can get without a plane. Only use your vehicle whenever you absolutely need it. I don't give a fuck that you have to travel to work. That's not there's other ways of doing that. Live closer to your work. How about that? You know, there's things, all those things are like, why do we find something new but not realize that that new thing overused is bullshit? In any case, I think we're gonna watch a little bit more and then call this episode. Here's my rant for the day. We didn't even get past the intro yet. We're only 3 minutes and 40 seconds into this.
During the ice storm in a 5-day period, we had 80 hours of freezing rain that produced 100 millimeters of ice. That's a lot of ice all at one time.
Yeah, sure.
The city's infrastructure began to collapse.
When you saw electrical pylon,
oh my goodness,
in front of your eyes, you knew right away this was going to be major problems.
It's funny like that they think. Well, I mean, they're like Toronto, where they think that no one else, and they are Canada and nothing else exists. That's why they have a basketball team, a hockey team, and a baseball team. Anyway.
It's a total
Do you really think that's impressive to me? Again, I've seen worse destruction and worse crumbling infrastructure.
Devastating scene across the Champlain Valley and beyond. Thick ice, more than 3 inches in some spots, coating everything.
Over 17 million acres of forest were damaged in northern New England and upstate New York. Some trees carried 40 times.
That's in the U.S.
their weight in ice.
Across the border, they were devastated. Montreal got hit hard.
Montrealers were burning the wood off their front porches and fireplaces in some cases that hadn't been used for 50 years.
And we saw an incredible sight, these huge power lines that people see driving from the border north to Montreal. Just absolutely
bent right over.
Amazing sight.
And Quebec stayed that way for quite a while.
After the storm, 3,000 kilometers of power lines were destroyed at a cost of over $800 million.
Isn't there?
The impact of the storm has been devastating.
Yeah, thank you.
Estimate they'll pay homeowners $500 million to repair their property.
Uh-huh.
Making this the most expensive natural disaster in Canadian history.
Yeah, sure, bullshit. Anyway, when there was billions of dollars of damages in '97 for the flood of Manitoba. Shut up. Anyway, well, yeah. Again, it's not that impressive, but I was gonna say, isn't there a park memorializing this near there? I know that there's a park somewhere called the Freedom Gardens or the Peace Gardens or something along one of the borders somewhere where they have like wreckage from the New York disasters in 2001, September of 2001. Whatever it was. Anyway, but yeah. We only got through the intro in this video. Ah, my goodness. Don't you just love? Oh, whatever. Anyway. Well, that was the intro of that. We will come back to this. I think I'm going to go prove that the 97 floods were worse, because we're still feeling effects to that in Winnipeg to this day, where we get bad flooding every fucking year. Like, I remember helping on the sandbagging, or not really. I was around during the sandbagging of certain places. The sister little township of Winnipeg, for example. I was around when they were sandbagging all that. Anyways, don't fucking care. Anyways, we're gonna save this so that I will come back to this. But in any case, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.